Alright, so I actually just finished live streaming. I did masking in Final Cut Pro. I mean, if you guys saw it, what did you guys think of it? Do you guys want more content such as that? I was originally going to make this week's video about masking and stuff like that, but since I did a live stream, I really don't know what to do now. It's kind of weird because normally I always have a plan for my videos. I either write them down in this notebook here, make like bullet points, or I'll write them out on my computer and print them out on a piece of paper so I at least have something to go off of for my videos. But this week I really don't have that anymore because I did a live stream about it, kind of risking it, didn't really know what to do for content, so I decided, you know what, we're gonna change it up and try a live stream. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty simple. I use Streamlabs OBS as my streaming software, just because I've seen that Streamlabs OBS is probably the best software for streaming like on a Mac or something like that. And also Streamlabs OBS is very efficient. It works very well with my 2013 MacBook Pro because obviously it doesn't have the best hardware, but Streamlabs OBS is able to stream fluently, 720p, 60 frames a second. I know what I could do for today's video. I actually have to rebuild my melting furnace. Problem was the plaster was breaking down really bad, so I knew that I had to just rebuild a new one, but the problem was the bucket was starting to rot out in the bottom, so there's a lot of little holes in it, so I knew that it probably wouldn't hold the plaster. So I'm gonna go down to the hardware store, get a new bucket, and build a new furnace. Alright, so it's the day after. I have my bucket right here. This is actually a 12 core. I didn't end up getting 14 core, but that's okay. This will work just fine. So I'm actually going to start building the new furnace. So it's actually been so long that I kind of forgot how this thing's made. I'm actually looking up Grant Thompson's video about a metal furnace. All right, let the process begin. I almost forgot my steel wool because steel wool is actually a requirement of building this. We got our first bucket of plaster. We need one more. We have our second bucket of plaster going in. Now we need 2 buckets of sand. First bucket of sand going into the furnace. Second bucket of sand. This is the part that kind of gets a little sketchy. Now we gotta add the water so all this stuff sets. So I gotta get my plaster out of the way. And now we bring over our water. And he said 1 1/4 buckets, but I did a little bit more, so I think I'm gonna do 1 1/2 buckets of water. And this is where things can get tedious, like that, you see, just because this is, I don't know, something about, I might have used too much stuff, but we gotta add definitely more water. So you might be wondering, where's the bucket? Well, I took it out, but I completely destroyed the bucket in the process. But that is basically a rough form of what we got here. I mean, that's pretty much how it's gonna be. It's not gonna get much better than that, but obviously super soft now. So I've kind of started cleaning up a little bit, but that is obviously an important part, is cleaning up your mess after you've made it because, well, this makes a really big mess, but it's relatively easy to clean up. So this honestly needs about a day or 2 to dry. It dries much quicker than plaster. But I think that'll do it for this week's video. Built a new furnace because I needed a new one, and I did it for a video for content. I wouldn't really call this a tutorial because I wasn't 100% sure on ratios and stuff like that. I'll link the King of Random video down below so that way you guys can go check it out because it's actually a really good video and I recommend you guys maybe try something like this. Because it's very simple, it's cheap, it doesn't take a long time. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you all for watching the video. I will see you guys next time. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are new. Peace out.